Okay. So imagine this. Your neighbor knocks on your door, says she'll give you $20 to mow her lawn. You say yes, you take the money. But here's the twist. You don't mow the lawn. No, you're not scamming her. The lawn does get mowed. It's just, you paid your friend Marcus $10 to do it. So the lawn gets mowed, Marcus gets paid, your neighbor's happy, and you just made $10 for making a phone call. That's a 50% profit margin for doing zero physical work. And if you think that's wild, wait till you hear what happened next. Because it turns out, when you're good at connecting people who need stuff done with people who can do the stuff, you don't have to stop at lawn mowing, car washing, $25. You pay your friend $15, keep $10. Garage organizing, $40. Pay your friend $25, keep $15. But then it gets crazy. Because one day, somebody asks if you know anyone who can pour a concrete slab. And you're like, I'm 12. I definitely can't pour concrete. But I know a guy who can. So you make one phone call, connect two people, and you just made $100. $100 for a conversation. And now you're not just doing kid jobs anymore. You're brokering tree trimming, mason work, pool maintenance. You're selling leads to contractors. You went from making $10 mowing lawns to making $300 on a single referral. That's my guest today, Sarah Lee, the middleman queen, and she's about to teach you the ultimate business hack. How to make money without doing the actual work. No sweat, no allergies, just connections, phone calls, and profit. This is Tallie Talks. I'm Tallie Pennyworth, and you're about to learn why being the middleman is the smartest position to be in. Let's go.
She's got a mind, she's got a spark, lighting up dreams from dawn to dark. Tallie talks, yeah, she's the voice, asking the questions, making the choice. Young hustlers rising, stories to tell, big ideas where passions dwell. Pull up a chair, grab your seat, let's talk the hustle, let's feel the beat. Tallie talks, yeah, Tallie talks, turning whispers into walks, dreaming big, take the shot. This is the place where dreams get caught. Tallie talks, oh, Tallie talks, ooh, yeah.
What's up, moneymakers? Welcome back to Tallie Talks, where we teach you how to make money moves before you can even drive. I'm your host, Tallie Pennyworth, and today we've got someone who figured out the ultimate business hack, getting paid without doing the actual work. My guest today is Sarah Lee, and she's running what I like to call a brokerage business. But don't let that fancy word scare you. It's actually genius and simple. Sarah, welcome to the show.
Hey, Tallie, so excited to be here.
Okay, Sarah, I gotta start with this because when I heard what you're doing, my mind was blown. You get people to hire you for jobs, like mowing lawns, washing cars, cleaning garages, but you don't do the work. You hire other kids to do it and keep the difference.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
That's insane, in the best way. You invented a contracting business as a kid. How did you even think of this?
Okay, so it started because my neighbor asked if I could mow her lawn for $20. And I was like, sure. But then I realized I hate mowing lawns. Like, it's hot, it's boring, my allergies go crazy.
So you said yes to the job, but didn't want to do the job. I love this energy already.
Right. So I asked my friend Marcus if he wanted to make $10. He loves mowing lawns. I don't know why, but he does. So I paid him $10 and I kept $10.
Hold on. You made $10 for doing nothing except connecting two people?
Basically. I mean, I had to schedule it and make sure Marcus showed up and did a good job. But yeah, I didn't touch a lawnmower.
That's a 50% margin. You kept half. Sarah, that's what general contractors do. That's what project managers do. And you figured it out on your own.
I didn't know it was a real thing. I just thought I was being lazy.
You weren't being lazy. You were being SMART. There's a difference. Lazy is not doing the work and not getting paid. Smart is not doing the work and still getting paid.
Oh, I like that.
So after that first lawn, did you realize this could be a whole business? All right, moneymakers, quick break. But don't go anywhere because we're about to get into the good stuff. Real quick, if you're loving this episode, do me a favor. Take 2 seconds and share it with a friend who's always talking about making money. Send them the link, post it on your story, whatever. Because the more kids who hear this, the more kids who start building. And if you haven't already, hit that follow button so you don't miss next week's episode. Trust me, the guest we've got coming up is insane. Also, we want to hear your story. If you've started a business, or you're thinking about it, or you've got questions, DM us on Instagram at Tallie Talks Podcast. Who knows? Maybe you'll be my next guest. All right, enough from me. Let's get back to the episode.
Not right away. But then the same neighbor asked if I could wash her car. And I was like, oh no, here we go again. I don't want to wash a car either.
You really don't like manual labor, do you?
Not my thing. So I asked another friend, Destiny, if she wanted to make $15 washing a car. The neighbor was paying me $25, so I'd keep 10.
Different margins this time. Interesting. Did you decide on 15 and 10, or did you just make it up?
I kind of made it up based on how much work it was. Car washing takes longer than mowing, so I paid Destiny more.
That's actually really smart. You adjusted your pricing based on the job. That's called variable cost analysis.
Okay, that sounds way more official than what I was doing.
But that is what you were doing. You were figuring out how much to pay your subcontractors while still making profit. When did you realize this could scale?
So, after a few weeks, I had like 5 neighbors asking me to do random stuff, and I was like, okay, I can't keep doing this myself. So I made a list of all my friends and what they were good at.
You made a roster of subcontractors. That's a database.
I guess. Like, Marcus is good at yard work, Destiny likes cleaning, my friend Tyler is great at organizing, and Jasmine is really artistic, so she can do crafts and painting projects.
So you match skills to jobs. That's workforce management. Did you tell your friends what you were doing?
Oh yeah, I was totally upfront. I'd be like, hey, Mrs. Johnson needs her garage organized. She's paying $30. I'll give you 20 if you do it.
And they were cool with you keeping 10?
Yeah? Because they were like, I wouldn't have gotten the job without you. I'm the one talking to the clients, scheduling everything, making sure it gets done right.
That's value. You're providing the sales, the customer service, and the project management. You deserve that cut.
Exactly. Plus, if something goes wrong, I'm the one who has to fix it, not them.
Ooh, that's a good point. Have you ever had something go wrong?
Once, yeah. Tyler was supposed to organize someone's shed, and he accidentally threw away something they wanted to keep. I had to go over there and apologize and help them look through the trash to find it.
Oh no, did you find it?
We did. It was this old baseball glove. But that's when I realized I needed to set better guidelines for my subcontractors.
So you created training and standards. You're running a legit operation here.
I mean, now I just tell everyone, don't throw anything away without asking first.
Simple but effective. I love it. So how many jobs are you doing a month now?
Probably like 15 to 20. Some weeks are busier than others.
15 to 20 jobs. And you're making how much per job?
It depends. Small jobs like mowing or car washing, I make $10 to $15. Bigger jobs like garage cleaning or painting a fence, I might make $30 or $40.
Let's do the math. If you're averaging, say, $20 per job and doing 15 jobs a month, that's $300.
Yeah, around that. Some months are better than others.
$300 a month. And you're not even breaking a sweat, literally.
I know, my parents think it's hilarious.
Are they proud?
Oh yeah. My dad was like, you're running a business model that most adults don't even understand.
Your dad's right. This is basically how Uber works, how TaskRabbit works, how most platforms work. You're the middleman connecting supply and demand.
That's such a cool way to think about it.
All right, moneymakers. This is the part you've been waiting for. We just heard an incredible story, right? But here's the thing. That story doesn't help you unless you can actually use it. So right now, my guest and I are going to brainstorm business ideas that you can start. We're talking specific, actionable, I could literally do this tomorrow type ideas. No fluff, no theory, just real businesses you can build. Grab a notebook, open your notes app, whatever. You're going to want to write these down. Because by the end of this section, you're going to have at least 3 business ideas you could start this weekend. Let's brainstorm. All right, Sarah, let's get into the brainstorm session. You've proven the middleman model works. What kinds of jobs can kids broker?
Okay, so the obvious ones are lawn mowing, car washing, and garage cleaning.
Those are the big 3. Everyone needs those done, and parents are always looking for help.
Right. But you could also do dog walking or pet sitting.
Pet sitting is huge. People go on vacation all the time and need someone to watch their pets. You could charge $50 and pay your subcontractor $30.
Exactly. Or babysitting. If you're too young to babysit alone, you could connect families with older kids who can.
Babysitting is perfect because parents always need sitters. You could build a whole network of trusted babysitters.
Or tutoring. If you know a smart kid who's good at math, you could connect them with younger kids who need help.
Tutoring is genius because parents will pay good money for that. You could charge $30 an hour and pay your tutor $20.
What about tech help? Like teaching older people how to use their phones or computers.
IES. Grandparents need that all the time. How do I send a photo? Why isn't my email working? You could charge $25 an hour for that.
Or party help. Like, if someone's throwing a birthday party, you could provide servers, cleaners, setup crew.
Party staffing. That's brilliant. You could charge per person, like $50 per helper, and pay them $35.
Or moving help. Not like moving furniture. Kids can't really do that, but packing boxes, organizing, stuff like that.
Moving help is perfect because people hate packing. They'd pay someone to do it for them.
What about seasonal stuff? Like raking leaves in fall or shoveling snow in winter.
Seasonal jobs are great because everyone needs them at the same time. You could line up a whole crew and hit multiple houses in one day.
Or painting. Like painting a fence or a shed or a mailbox. Nothing major, but small projects.
Painting is good because it pays well and doesn't require special skills. Just patience and a steady hand.
Or power washing. If someone has a power washer, you could find a kid who knows how to use it safely.
Power washing is so satisfying. People love seeing their driveways and decks get cleaned. You could charge $100 for that.
Or window washing, inside and outside.
Windows are perfect because people can see the difference immediately. That's good marketing right there.
Or holiday decorations, setting up Christmas lights, Halloween stuff, all that.
IES. People pay big money for that, especially Christmas lights. You could charge $200 and pay your crew $120. Okay, wait, we've been talking about small jobs, but what about scaling up to bigger stuff? Have you thought about that?
Oh yeah, this is where it gets really interesting. So I started realizing that the bigger the job, the more profit you can make.
Talk to me about that. What kind of big jobs?
Okay, so one day, Mrs. Chen asked if I knew anyone who could pour a concrete slab for her shed. And I was like, I definitely can't do that, but I know my neighbor's dad does concrete work.
Hold on. You referred her to an adult contractor?
Yeah. I asked him what he'd charge. He said $500. So I told Mrs. Chen $600. I made a $100 finder's fee just for connecting them.
$100? Sarah, that's insane. You made $100 for having a conversation.
I know, and that's when I realized I don't have to just do kid jobs. I can broker adult jobs too.
This is next level. What other big jobs have you brokered?
Mason work, like building retaining walls or fixing brick steps. Tree trimming is another big one. People need professionals for that.
Tree trimming is expensive. You could easily make $200 or $300 on a referral fee for that.
Exactly. And here's another thing. I started building a list of pool owners in my neighborhood.
Pool owners, where are you going with this?
So pool companies are always looking for new customers. Pool cleaning, maintenance, repairs, it's all expensive. So I contacted a few pool companies and said, if I give you a list of pool owners who might need your services, will you pay me for the leads?
You're selling leads? Sarah, that's affiliate marketing. That's lead generation. That's a whole industry.
I didn't know it had a name. But yeah, one company said they'd pay me $25 for every pool owner I gave them who became a customer.
That's passive income. You do the work once, building the list, and then you get paid every time someone converts.
Right. And I'm doing the same thing with plumbers, electricians, landscapers. I keep a list of people who might need those services, and I sell the leads.
This is brilliant. So you went from doing $10 lawn jobs to making hundreds of dollars on big contractor referrals. How do you even find these contractors?
Honestly, I just ask around. Like if my dad needed a plumber last month, I'll ask him who he used and if they were good. Then I reach out to that plumber and say, hey, if I send customers your way, can we work out a referral fee?
And they say yes.
Most of them, because they're always looking for new customers. And if I'm bringing them business, they're happy to pay me for it.
You're basically running a lead generation agency. Do you know how much adults charge for this service? Thousands.
Really?
IES. Sarah, you stumbled onto a gold mine. The bigger the job, the bigger your cut. A $10 profit on mowing is nice, but a $300 profit on tree trimming? That's game-changing.
That's what I'm realizing. Like, why do 5 small jobs when I can do one big job and make the same amount?
Exactly. You're learning about leverage. Work smarter, not harder. Okay, let's break down the step-by-step for someone who wants to start a middleman business. What's step 1?
Step 1. Figure out what services are in demand in your neighborhood. Ask your parents what they'd pay someone to do. Izzat.
Market research. Start with your own family, then expand to neighbors.
Step 2. Build your roster. Find friends who are willing to do the work and figure out what they're good at.
And make sure they're reliable. You don't want someone who's going to flake because that reflects badly on you.
Exactly. Step 3. Set your prices. Figure out what the market rate is, then decide what you'll pay your subcontractors.
And don't undercut yourself. You need to make enough to make it worth your time.
Step 4. Get your first client. Go door to door or ask your parents to spread the word.
That first client is crucial. Do an amazing job so they tell their friends.
Step 5. Schedule the job and assign it to the right person from your roster.
Match skills to jobs. Don't send someone who hates animals to walk a dog.
Right. Step 6. Follow up. Make sure the job got done and the customer is happy.
Customer service is everything. If they're happy, they'll hire you again and recommend you to others.
Step 7. Pay your subcontractors on time. Don't be shady with the money.
This is so important. If you want people to keep working with you, pay them when you said you would.
And step 8. Scale up. As you get more clients, add more people to your roster.
The beauty of this model is that it's infinitely scalable. You're not limited by your time. You're only limited by how many subcontractors you can manage. All right, Sarah, before we wrap up, I gotta ask, what's the biggest lesson you've learned from running this business?
I think it's that you don't have to be good at everything to run a successful business. You just have to be good at connecting people.
That's profound. A lot of kids think they need to be the best at something to make money from it. But you're proving that's not true.
Yeah, like I'm terrible at yard work and cleaning, but I'm good at talking to people and organizing. So I focus on that and let other people do what they're good at.
That's called playing to your strengths. And that's how you build a sustainable business.
Exactly.
What advice would you give to a kid who wants to start their own middleman business?
Don't be afraid to ask. The worst someone can say is no. But most people are happy to pay for help, especially if you make it easy for them.
And you do make it easy. That's your whole value proposition.
Right. Like, people could post on a neighborhood Facebook group looking for help, but that takes time and effort. I just show up and say, I can handle this for you. They love it.
You're saving them time, which is the most valuable thing you can offer. Time is money, and you're giving them both.
I like that.
All right, Sarah Lee, the middleman queen, thank you so much for being on Tallie Talks. You've completely changed how kids can think about making money. You don't have to do the work, you just have to connect the right people. And the bigger the job, the bigger the profit.
Thanks for having me, Tallie. This was awesome.
All right, moneymakers, that's episode 4 of Tallie Talks. If Sarah can make $300 a month without mowing a single lawn, and hundreds more brokering big jobs like concrete work and tree trimming, you can make money by connecting people who need stuff done with people who can do it. Start small with lawn mowing and car washing, but think big. Build your roster, set your prices, get your clients, and remember, the bigger the job, the bigger the payday. You're not being lazy, you're being strategic. I'm Tallie Pennyworth, and I'll catch you next week with another kid who's out here breaking the mold. Peace.